you take the torch back? I'm going to drop something. This this is pushing it because it's fallen down. Does that make sense? I have this yucky feeling that I've just pushed it to a more difficult place. Have to poop. I want to find it again. Alright. So there's a yellow, blue, green in the middle, another blue, light blue, and then that just looks like a neutral. Hey mate, don't know if this is helpful, but I've got my negative there, and then my positive there, and my negative is basically just on the opposite side of that one there, which is the green wire. I don't know if that's right. Starting. Good morning. It's that time. It's time to replace the starter. I took the car out the other day just on a normal little drive, and wouldn't crank over. Went through relays, went through fuses, everything that it could possibly be. Could not come to any conclusion. Couldn't really get the car scanned because it was just next to the road, so I couldn't find anybody who had a scanner that was willing to help me. So I went on to Facebook, onto the off-road Porsche group, the American one, the big one. Found people there. Actually, let's do a little shout out. Thank you to Brad Tam. He helped me with running through a few wires and fuses with a multimeter and doing tests. Basically shows that the starter is cooked. There's indications that it give that if you have the multi-tool on those fuses and you crank it over like he explained to me, and it does throw 12 or 13 volts onto the reading, then your starter is cooked. So confident that what I'm doing here is the solution. What is a pain is that the entire air intake has to come out, unfortunately. That's the way it is with these kinds. So I have made a start already yesterday. I've taken off the air inlets from the boxes here, taken all of the beauty panel off of it, and I've already released the 2 secondary pumps. So I am using a YouTube video as a guidance from the auto repair guys. I'll maybe link that in the video as well, that one there. And that's step by step on exactly how to do it. Give it a nice once over and clean everything in here because it's quite dusty, as you'll see as well, and she'll be good as new once I'm done. I'll do the oil service as well, change plugs, change filters, get it all perfect and ready for winter adventures. I'm really actually looking forward to this work, believe it or not. I'll just keep on documenting as I go. There's a hose here that needs to come off, and you have to push that together. I'm always mindful of getting these breather pipes and plastic clips off properly, because you always tend to get a little frustrated with them, and these are older vehicles, so the plastic will be... Ooh, I need to take a photograph. Hang on. It's probably better to take more photographs than less. You can't take too many photographs. So on the instructional video that I'm following on YouTube, the guys say that the fuel needs to be, the pressure in the line needs to be released from there. Now if you look closely, you'll see there's a little pin or a nipple that needs to be pressed, and I'm also, as they do in the video, have a towel or something around it so that when the pressure releases it doesn't spray everywhere. There's 2 of them. I presume you can do it on either side, doesn't really matter, but just releasing the pressure on one end should be enough. So let's have a look. I've released the pressure from that nipple. There was hardly any fuel pressure in there, and anyway the car has been standing for quite some time. So to undo the fuel line, the main fuel line off of the car coming in is a 17 and a 19 size spanner. Okay, and as with all fuel lines, there's always going to be a little bit of fuel in that system. So I just got a cloth at the bottom of it. So these guys are easy enough to loosen, and then they just hand loosen from there. Yeah, that's fine. And you'll see that they don't come out, so I presume they are going to come out with the entire manifold, hopefully. That's the case. So I'll just keep on that one back there. That's going to be a dog. Oh, I can just see it already. I'm not excited for that one. See what I mean? There is just... Okay, let's get a little bit of WD-40 on that guy. Just to ease it off as well a bit. That's too long. Okay, that is in, but am I going to have enough space to turn it there? Come on! I'm going to have to run to the hardware quickly and get a extension bit. So I just quickly spray some WD-40 over all of them. Just help them loosen off a bit. And I know it seems intimidating working on these things because there's so much going on, but in reality, if you just follow a process of bagging as you go and tagging and taking photographs, it's like any other job. And actually quite a bit of fun, in the sense of that you're working on your own vehicle, and it's not just a standard old thing. No, something special to work on. Definitely something special to work on. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Also got this vacuum hose undone here, and that little clip just clips through there, and I used my long nose pliers just to push it together. Okay, I've got that vacuum hose out. Let's have a look. Oh, there she is. Awesome. A little bit of work to go. Okay, so I'm going to quickly just getting to the starter, which is this here, is not going to be much more work. So right under here is where the replacement pipe sits that Porsche replaced. That used to be plastic and this is aluminium, so that was done by the factory. Okay, so I finally have the socket in place. I had to move the hose clamp that holds the technician that replaced that hose, just put the screw exactly in line with that bolt edge, so that was quite a mission to get out. But anyway, hopefully this is the first bolt out now. Okay, starter bolt size is a E16. Okay, I have the socket in over the second bolt. I don't know if that angle is too great on the knuckle, but let's see. I think this needs to move up. Okay, so I've taken out these bolts on this plastic bracket that is part of the coolant assembly, in order to just gain some flexibility when I try and get the starter up, because it is hitting, and I think this is going to help me a little bit. Whew. Okay, it's out. Sorry for being out of breath, that was a bit of a fight. So it's a Bosch starter, and the code is 94860410600, made in good old Germany. There we go. And now it should just be lining up the bolts again, fastening it, and away.